8 voices, 1 revolution. From the underground to the top of the world. This is Stray Kids. By 2021, Stray Kids stood at a turning point. The long nights of training and the uncertainty of their early years were behind them. What lay ahead at that time was a new chapter, the era where their story shifted from simply surviving to stepping onto the world stage. From then on, every era would not just be about endurance, but about building momentum towards something greater, a peak that had yet to be reached. On the 23rd of August, 2021, Stray Kids released NOEASY. This specific album marked a shift from questions of survival to statements of intention, proof that their foundation was solid enough to carry them higher. Thunderous carried that message. Traditional Korean instruments fused with heavy trap beats created something that felt like stepping into a warrior's arena. The music video's bold visuals in gold and red amplified that power. Stray Kids was stepping into a new identity. Compared to the raw edge of their earlier releases, NOEASY's album showed a more defined sound and vision, making it clear that this era marked growth rather than a repeat of what came before. The results confirmed it. NOEASY became their first million-selling album, a milestone that showed their reach had expanded far beyond expectations. And it hinted at what was coming next. On the 18th of March, 2022, Stray Kids returned with ODDINARY. This comeback proved that reinvention could happen without losing their core. Maniac became the anthem of the era. Chaotic, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. It was another step upward, another sign that their ceiling was still far away. The blend of circus imagery and psychological thriller tone underscored their message. Embracing the parts of yourself that don't fit neatly into categories. Fans connected with that duality. One moment elegant choreography, the next pure mayhem. It felt like Stray Kids were inviting fans directly into their thoughts and emotions, not just putting on a performance. Then came the news that changed everything. ODDINARY debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, their first appearance on the chart, and their first #1 finish. 8 young men from Seoul had just topped the US charts. It was the clearest sign yet that their climb was only beginning. If ODDINARY showed Stray Kids' versatility, Maxident confirmed their consistency. On the 7th of October, 2022, they released an album centered around Case 143. A love song disguised as a math equation. Clever, playful, and unforgettable, it showed yet another side of their creativity. The album stretched across genres, from emotional vocals to futuristic production. It was ambitious, and it worked. Fans could feel the group's confidence in every track, as if they were testing just how far they could stretch their artistry. And for the second time in a single year, Stray Kids debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 just a few months after. That back-to-back dominance wasn't luck, but proof that the higher they climbed, the stronger their position on the world stage became. 2nd of June 2023, the day 5 Star arrived. This album wasn't just bigger, it was bolder. S-Class stood at its center, a collision of luxury rap, experimental layers, and swag. Beyond the records, 5 Star highlighted their growth as artists. The numbers were staggering. 5 Star sold over 5 million copies, becoming the best-selling K-pop album of 2023. What made 5 Star stand out was not just its sales, but its influence. Tracks like Hall of Fame and Top Line showcased their versatility, balancing powerful rap delivery and melodic vocals. The album's range gave fans something new. With each listen, Stray Kids balanced accessibility with experimentation. It was a declaration that they could lead both charts and culture, and a signal that they were preparing for something even larger. We'll get to their awards and recognition in a moment. But first, let's talk about what it looks like when Stray Kids own every stage on the planet. The 4th of August 2023, Lollapalooza, Paris. A European festival crowd, a sea of international fans chanting in multiple languages, and Stray Kids commanding the stage as the first K-pop boy group to headline. It was proof that their music connected with fans far beyond Korea, and that their rise was expanding to the world's biggest stages. This led naturally into the award stages that followed. At the 2023 MTV Video Music Awards, they won Best K-pop with S-Class. And at the 2023 Billboard Music Awards, they took home Top K-pop Album for 5-star. Each appearance wasn't just about trophies, but presence. The undeniable mark of artists stepping into a higher league. After the awards, their touring was relentless but purposeful. The 5-star Dome Tour filled massive venues across Asia, proving that their music didn't just belong online or on charts. It belonged in echoing stadiums filled with tens of thousands of voices. The Dome shows made it clear. Every year was pushing them closer to a peak they had not yet reached. The momentum didn't slow in 2024. Stray Kids continued expanding their reach with special projects and international stages. Their collaboration single, Lose My Breath with Charlie Puth, introduced a fresh dynamic to their sound. Japanese releases and performances strengthened their presence in one of the world's toughest markets, expanding their presence well beyond their home base in Korea. Their third Japanese EP also reached impressive numbers, earning certifications and reaffirming their international strength. They won multiple major trophies, cementing their dominance not only on stage, but across the industry. Tour dates kept them constantly moving, and every stop added new stories of connection between the group and their worldwide fans. These moments built the bridge between the 5-star era and the next milestone on the horizon. Every achievement carried an undercurrent of anticipation, a sense that the real peak was still ahead. Everything in this story has been building toward this point. The survival days led to NOEASY, the reinvention of ODDINARY, the confirmation with Maxident, the global dominance of 5-star, the festival stages and international projects of 2024. All of it leads here, the comeback that could define their legacy. After years of growth, every record shattered, every stage conquered, Stray Kids are preparing to drop what may become their most important release yet. The stage is global, the spotlight is theirs, and August's comeback isn't just another release. It is the proof of how far they've come. When Stray Kids dropped their latest comeback, the response was immediate and overwhelming. The title track exploded across streaming platforms, the music video racking up tens of millions of views within hours. Fans praised the concept for pushing boundaries once again, blending Stray Kids' trademark intensity with new sonic risks. This release felt like the summit of their journey so far. Concert crowds roared with the new songs, and social media trended worldwide for days. Industry recognition followed swiftly. Chart debuts reached new peaks. The comeback proved what fans already knew. Stray Kids are in their strongest era yet. The comeback proved what fans already knew. Stray Kids are in their strongest era yet. That's the difference between artists who peak and artists who evolve. Stray Kids have never stopped being curious. So here we are. 8 guys who started with nothing but conviction and a shared dream have left a mark on K-pop that can't be ignored. They entered the global music scene and left it moving in a new direction. Stray Kids aren't the underdog story anymore. They're an example, living proof that continuing to raise the standard and outpacing trends is what defines their dominance, and that their passion is understood no matter the language. They've shown that success and artistry can go hand in hand when you keep pushing forward. And the most remarkable part of Stray Kids' journey, even after over 7 years since their debut, it still feels like the beginning. While other artists look for a formula to follow, Stray Kids keep setting their own standards. And their 2025 comeback is the clearest sign yet. This is Stray Kids. This is what happens when vision, resilience, and relentless drive collide. Stray Kids dared to be bold, will you?